using a calculator and keep your answers to yourself. Thank you, and here's your quiz.
PEMDAS? I don't remember how to do that.
Good morning, class. Today we're going to be learning PEMDAS, which is a simple way to remember order of operations when doing algebra. A good way to remember this is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. These stand for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. For example, when you're doing a problem, let's say you have 20 divided by 4 times 2 times 2. We would begin with the parentheses. 2 times 2 is 4. Rewrite the rest of the equation. And now, since we have equal operations, we will work left to right. Same works for addition and subtraction. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20.
Oh, I remember.
Alright, so we'll begin with parentheses, which is 2 times 2, which equals 4. And then since we have equal operations, division and multiplication, we'll work left to right. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 4 equals 20. We'll begin again with parentheses. 7 minus 4 is 3. Then next is exponents. 3 squared is 9. Now multiplication comes before addition or subtraction, so 4 times 9 is 36. And 100 minus 36 equals 64. We'll begin with parentheses. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then we will do exponents. 3 squared is 9. Again, now we have equal operations, division and multiplication, so we'll work left to right. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 9 is 27.
The question, what proportion of GHS students understand PEMDAS? We first conducted a 1 proportion z-test. Our null hypothesis was that 50% of GHS students understand it, and our alternative hypothesis was that less than 50% understand it. We used a 5% significance level to conduct this test. Our calculations are as follows. We used the formula z equals p hat minus po over the square root of po times 1 minus po over our sample size. Our p hat was 0.13445 minus our null of 0.5 over the square root of 0.5 times 1 minus 0.5 over our sample size of 238. Our test statistic was negative 11.2789. Using our table, we found a p-value of approximately 0. With the calculator, we were able to find a more specific value of 1.7159 times 10 to the negative 29th. Our quiz results are as follows. 86.55% of GHS students don't understand how to use PEMDAS, while 13.45% understand how to use it. In conclusion, since our p-value, 1.7159 times 10 to the negative 29th, is less than our 5% significance level, we will reject the null and conclude that we have sufficient evidence to say that less than 50% of GHS students understand how to apply PEMDAS. Next, we used a chi-squared test of association. Our null hypothesis is that there is no association between grade level, upper and lower classmen, and the understanding of PEMDAS. Our alternative hypothesis is that there is some association between grade level, upper and lower classmen, and the understanding of PEMDAS. Our expected counts are as follows. For upperclassmen, right was 15.731, wrong was 101.27. For lowerclassmen, right was 16.269, and wrong was 104.73. We also used a 5% significance level in this test. Our calculations are as follows. Chi-squared equals observed minus expected squared over expected. First, we have 9 minus 15.731 squared over 15.731 plus the values in between, and our last value was 98 minus 104.73 squared over 104.73. This yielded a chi-squared value of 6.545. Using our table, we found a p-value between 0.01 and 0.02. With the calculator, we found a more specific value of 0.0151. This graph shows grade level versus correct answers. You can see that upperclassmen only had 7.69% answers correct, while lowerclassmen had higher at 19.008%. In conclusion, since our p-value 0.0151 is less than our 5% significance level, we will reject the null and conclude there is sufficient evidence to say there is some association between grade level and the understanding of PEMDAS. That run we went on was really tiring.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Oh, so how are your kids doing?
Well, it's funny that you asked. My son, Jacob, is actually really struggling in school right now.
Oh, how did you remember PEMDAS?
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 Yeah, PEMDAS, you remember it.
How'd you remember it?
I remember it.
Oh, how do you remember it?
Oh, I remember using the phrase, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
No way, I have an Aunt Sally.
Oh.